This Zunesha theory is about to have all y'all standing on y'all tippy toes and waiting for me to get to the finished plot point at the end of this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. What's going on, y'all? Jay here from the Venture Crew. Today we're going to talk about Zunesha. What is Zunesha and why is this elephant, this gigantic elephant, walking for 800 years, getting this whole punishment thing going 800 years into the future and whatnot? So we're going to finish that out. We're going to figure out what's going on in this whole Zunesha endeavor. We're just going to pick apart, cherry pick things off of the tree and pick apart things that we're going to make sense for this little theory that I've got. Let's dive into it. Zunesha. She or he, I'm not even sure, man. I can't even tell y'all. Because, you know, the voice, Zunesha got like this man voice. Like it's a man. But like she's called a girl, so I don't know. Maybe it's because she's giant and the vocal cords just kind of like, you know, popping out. All right, that's besides the point. Let me get to the video. Zunesha is this, from what we know, she's this 800-year-old, probably 900-year plus old elephant that existed back in the Void Century. Now, this is a very important detail, man. Zunesha existed in the Void Century. Why is nobody talking about this? She is 800 years old. What made her immortal, basically? That isn't possible. We don't know anybody in the One Piece world. We don't know anybody in the One Piece world that supposedly existed 800 years ago. Alright? And I think, you know, may have in the past. I'm not sure. Do not kill me in the comments if it's like three years later, because, you know, we ain't gonna see in the next 2 months. 3 years later, gonna come out and she gonna be like this little baby that was just born, and it's like this whole family tree thing, and you're like, yo, you was wrong. Alright, we're not doing that. Alright, we're not doing that. Alright, so I think that Zunesha, definitely, you know, we know for a fact that she was a part of Joy Boy's crew, but I think that she did something so diabolical, so evil, to have Joy Boy basically banish her to the Shadow Realm and have her just walk on punishment for 800 years till he basically gets resurrected or just reborn, or just somebody awakens the new devil fruit, which is the Nika fruit. So I'm about to dive into that. So let's think, why was Zunesha probably on Joy Boy's crew? What did she do? I think Zunesha was, she was more of a, she was just a crewmate. Like, I think she was probably like a chopper of the group. Like, I think she was like a chopper. Like, you know, she was more so the comedic relief, the cute one, the little cute elephant that joined the crew, that everybody was around, that everybody loved, admired, and respected. The little tiny little chopper, kind of like, you know, 100 berry bounty, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that she helped him in his circus acts. I think everybody on Joy Boy's crew had some similar circus act thingy that they got going on. Like, there was probably one person who was like the chef, who was cooking up these crazy like hibachi looking things and had everybody mesmerized. Then there was Joy Boy, who was obviously the clown, and then they had Zunesha, who was the elephant that the clown rode on, and then there was probably some other people that were doing, like, the swordman was like doing the juggling and whatnot. I think it was more so his crew was a circus act. That's why he was called Joy Boy. He brought joy to everybody in the world. Now, I think the reason why, and obviously, let me move on to another tangent. I think that Zunesha also had powers to expand, to grow, in a sense, to fight off people similar to Chopper. Maybe that's where the origins of like the Rumble Balls, or just she may have had a devil fruit or something to have her grow into a giant size elephant, to, you know, have Joy Boy ride on her, or just to fight enemies and whatnot, because they were still pirates, but I think they were pirates in a different way. Like, from what we know from this new chapter, it's said that Joy Boy was the first pirate, supposedly. I think it's more so of, they were similar to the Baratier restaurant, where they had a ship and they were just going around doing pirate stuff, but also having this little show, like kind of like Buggy. And So hear me out on this one. I think that Nerona Eam may have also been a part of Joy Boy's crew, and something may have happened where they just turned on each other, and Eam decided to go rogue and wanted world domination or something like that. Maybe it was two sides of the same coin and they just could not cooperate, the sun god and the moon god or something like that. You know, because the One Piece theory is as soon as they see something, they're like that one guy with the meme that whistles and points at the TV, and they just go right into it. So I'm just throwing everything I got at y'all this video, so that maybe in like the future of 4 years, y'all be like, hey, that boy Jay of the Venture Crew, he got it right, yo, we gotta subscribe. Alright, that's besides the point. I think that Zunesha may have let her in the ancient kingdom by mistake, y'all. I think it was by mistake. She was like, oh, yo, I know this person, without thinking, and let him in. They was having a fun time. Joyboy was doing this in the middle of his grand act or something, like a party with, he invited a party with everybody in the world except for Eam, and boom, they come in, they start ravaging the place. It was a surprise attack. Joyboy didn't even have his army. He solos all of them, but he still dies at the end, and then he gets mad at Zunesha, banishes her for 800 years, and he expands her. You know, he uses his last bit of rubber powers on Zunesha, like the little embers of all, One for All in My Hero Academia. He touches her and she expands to this like gigantic, oversized elephant, because the sheer size of Zunesha is crazy. I don't have a good rough estimate here. Do not at me on this. But I think it's said that if she's standing on the ground, she is 3 times taller than Mount Everest. Look, don't at me on this. Do not come in the comments and be like, well, approximately, she is actually, the amount of weight it takes to distribute on a blah 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 the scale. I don't want to hear that, y'all. I'm just trying to come up with a theory, y'all. So if you hear to be like, well, actually get out. Okay, but she is actually really huge in the One Piece world, and I think that her being that size is abnormal to the maximum. She has to be some sort of ancient race, or there has to be like a devil fruit or something for her to be that big. Not to mention, she also has the Mihawk eyes. Now, Emu has the Mihawk eyes. Mihawk has the Mihawk eyes. And I think there's this other villain that was also a clown in, I forgot his name, man. He was like this gas villain that was also a clown in one arc. You know, he also has the Mihawk eyes, and I'm sure many other people do. It has me wondering, what are those eyes as well, and why are they so significant to the One Piece story? I mean, Eam is, like, her whole character is eyes. Like, that's all we see, is just the eyes and the little silhouette around her. But, so, if you, it's starting to become like a longer video. If you guys have any comments, likes, concerns, just shoot me up. Till next time, peace.